The head of public schools in our state urging the governor to mandate vaccines for all school employees and as soon as possible. We want to bring in Brandy Cruz to talk about this morning. Brandy, Superintendent Chris Reykdal, we were listening to him speak just a few moments ago, encouraging the governor to make this mandate official as soon as possible.
Yeah, and the reason why, I think he doesn't want it sprung on teachers or on school staff. Like the week before we're going back to school, you're trying to figure out staffing, and then you've got a slew of teachers who don't want to get the vaccine, and now you're in a predicament, right? And so, the governor issuing a mandate that covers thousands of state workers, but it didn't cover teachers. Chris Reykdal says he believes that putting a vaccine mandate in place for teachers and staff is what we need to do in order to keep schools from closing back down in the fall.
Without additional measures, keeping schools open will be a challenge. I cannot reiterate this enough. For those folks who are frustrated by mask requirements or vaccine requirements, they need to understand the consequences of a variant like Delta impacting us as it is clearly doing in parts of the country with devastating impacts. We will have to shut down schools. We will have to shut down buildings or quarantine significant numbers of students on a regular basis.
Reykdal saying he would support a mandate that is identical to the mandate that the governor put down for other state workers. That would mean that there are exemptions, including medical exemptions, religious exemptions that can be made. But he says he would support teachers or staff being terminated who do not comply with the vaccine mandate. So again, a mirror of the mandate put into place for other state workers. Now, we did reach out to the governor's office about this to see maybe a timeline here. Superintendent Reykdal seems pretty confident the governor is going to do this. The question is when. The governor's office told us don't expect anything this week, but they did give us a statement saying, in part, I'll read that for you, as with all this around COVID, we continue to look for ways to ensure the health and safety of all Washingtonians. We believe that as many people as possible should be vaccinated, especially those who work with vulnerable populations. Now, there is sort of a question about unions here, Liz. I want to make sure I know. The largest public school district in the state, Seattle Public Schools, just put down a vaccine mandate on its own, but it's only for non-union employees. They still have to bargain with the Seattle Education Association on what would happen for union teachers, obviously. And so that would be, I would presume, an issue for districts across the state as well.
All right. So also, we heard from Reykdal just a few moments ago, and Reykdal also saying that he doesn't support California's approach to vaccine mandates in schools. What part of that does he not support?
He doesn't support California giving teachers the option to opt out of a vaccine if they get tested weekly. Okay. So in California, what Gavin Newsom did is say, hey, if you work for a public school, you have to get the vaccine, or in the alternative, you can subject yourself to weekly COVID tests, and that would be a way to get out of doing the vaccine if you don't want to. Chris Reykdal says he doesn't support that. He doesn't believe it goes far enough. He doesn't believe that that would be as effective in keeping the virus out of schools.